Hey guys, Charles Short Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Perceptor. So, here he is in his microscope. Well, as you can see here, this is the final deluxe of Wave 15, aka, as I've probably called before, the Bumblebee movie wave, which technically it isn't the Bumblebee movie wave, but like the reason why most people are calling it, or maybe that's just me, is because most of the figures in that line are from the Cybertron scene in the Bumblebee movie, because it was the first wave, have or at least around that first wave to have core class figures, which were both from the Bumblebee movie, which are again Ravage and Shockwave. And then the Deluxes are this guy, but then in terms of Bumblebee movie stuff, it was let me think, Brawn, Wheeljack, and Ratchet, and then of course Voyagers, which was just Soundwave and the repack of 86 Hot Rod. And then Leader class Coronation Starscream, which, by the way, I do have and I will get to reviewing hopefully soon. Yeah, I apologize for the long delay because I've had them for I think almost 3 months now. But I just because there were so many other figures I had to review, I just couldn't get to that one. So yeah. Anyways, so other than that figure and this guy, it was pretty much the Bumblebee movie wave, but it is not entirely a Bumblebee movie wave because we got some A6 stuff. So yeah, but anyways, so yeah, a couple months back, or I think it's almost been a year now since this guy was revealed. As we're revealed, I believe it was like a Fan First Friday thing, and when I saw it, I was actually quite excited. I think I might have done a news video on that one that was revealed along with Starscream, but But anyways, as I was saying in that video, and pretty much even outside of that, I was quite excited for this guy. I mean, I'm so glad we're finally getting a proper, mainline Perceptor figure, because the last one we got was from Titan's Return, and that figure looked alright, but it's... And by the way, this is my first Perceptor figure, because I don't have, at least as of this recording, the G1 version, but I'd still like to get that one, but the rest, I don't know. I mean, I may get Titan's Return Perceptor, maybe, but I mean, there's kind of no point considering this one pretty much defeats that purpose, so... But you'll see as we get further into the review. So, anyways, starting off, here's Perceptor here in his microscope mode. So, anyways, as you can tell, it's some fold-up robot doing some weird yoga pose. But that's basically how it was back in the day. So, anyways, for details, it's got an About logo there, and of course, it got his chest panel there, and you got microscope, which I think you can see there, barely, but you can kind of see through it a little bit, maybe. I don't know. You can't really see it through here, but through here, not really. They make it seem as if he can do that, but nope, he cannot. Oh well. And then, of course, got this little faux dial right here. And then, of course, got the thing that can make, the actual microscope itself move or zoom in and out. But of course, it's faux. It cannot be turns whatsoever. And then, of course, got the what would become the arms and the mode. And then, of course, they'll have gaps here in the legs. It looks a little ugly, but and it's just full up legs. And that's pretty much it for then. Just some carryover tinctures. We'll get into that in a bit. The back, a little bit of a visible head syndrome right there. And it's not too much. Yeah. what you see here is, hey, it's at least it's accurate, but it's it's still kind of a weird kind of microscope. I don't know. I don't know, but hey, at least they got the job done right. But just still, why was this his thing? I don't know. I mean, I know he's a scientist and all, but still. But anyways, now of course, since he's a microscope, if you guys are wondering, yes, his thing can move. It is on the ratchet. Can move like about this far down here. It's meant to just stay down here on this little glass surface thing, because it's trying to observe something. But yeah, and then of course can look up about that far, and then yeah. But it cannot look side to side. I mean, what's the point? I mean, why would it look side to side? It's a microscope. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Yeah, not a whole lot going on, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, I don't know why I said it like that, but anyways, now for the comparisons. Here he is with, like I said before, I don't think I own any other Perceptors. I might own like some Tiny Titans ones from Robots in Disguise 2015, but elsewhere I do not have another Perceptor, so yeah, they're just gonna have to skip ahead to these random other comparisons. But these are from Steel Series 86. So starting off, we got him with Blair. Here he is with Cup. And why not? Here he is with Kingdom or Legacy now. Voyager class blaster, but just because like everyone, for some reason, everyone pairs up these two. I don't know why. I mean, I guess maybe since they're like sort of main characters in the A6 movie, though they were introduced in 1985. But all right, yeah, there they are together. Very nice. Even though I don't think that's how boombox is. Actually, no, maybe because microscopes aren't like tiny, but like. I'd say like boomboxes aren't tiny either, so I guess like if you don't compare it with any vehicles, that would be somewhat accurate, but oh well. But anyways, let's get right down to transformation. But if you thought I was going to transform him into robot node, what? If you thought I was going to transform it into robot mode, well, you were wrong. You're completely wrong, all right? Yeah, because he is a triple changer. Now, for those that own the original G120, I think even the Titans Return one did that too, and even probably like older figures of Perceptor that were made between the G1 figure and the Titans Return figure, I think could also do that. Yeah, if you guys don't remember, yeah, in that toy, he had like in just some of his past toys, he had like he was sort of like a triple changer that was just kind of shoved in. I don't know why they did that. Like I don't know if Perceptor was like a toy that was imported from the Takara Diaclone and Microchange lines, or I mean, well, if he was imported from one of those lines, it would have to be Microchange, because considering using a microscope, like a thing that a human can use and turns into a robot, it's most likely from that. And considering like he was from 1985, like any Transformer figure made after 1985, so like around 1986 onwards, was made by Hasbro and Takara, I guess, like specifically for Transformers, and not just recolor plastic. And then it's like, there you go, there's Perceptor, there's Optimus, there's Blaster. But yeah. Anyways, so that figure had like a third mode, just basically a third mode, but a second alt mode, which was like a tank thing. So we're gonna be transforming him into that. So I'm not sure if anyone really cares, but oh well. Let's do this. So yeah, so what you want to do here is you just want to spread out the leg sections and then rotate them around by the thighs, and then next you just want to lay them like this and then rotate out, or just kind of move that up, little microscope section, and then next you just want to, you have to move it all the way to here. And then next you just want to kind of just lower this down a bit. And then, as you can see, there's two holes on the side of his leg. You can see here. There we go. And the smaller one will go into this like little tab right here on one of his forearms, or what will be one of his forearms in the robot mode. And I'll just kind of sit in there. And unfortunately, this like the forearm just doesn't like to tab in. I don't know why. It has tabbing issues. So yeah, that's so yeah. But then next, just want to do the same thing here. Just gonna have that all nice full in. keep that. There we go. Let's lower it down a little bit, and once you got that, there you guys have Perceptor in his oddly done tank mode. Yeah, it's a thing that exists. I'll just show off a bit more up close. Yeah, never been a huge fan of him having that tank mode. Thankfully, he's never had it like in the cartoons or anything, so that's good. And yeah, and as I was pointing out, he has tank shreds that aren't painted. Like, even Hasbro knew, like, it's like, okay, this is like so unnecessary, so we're not even gonna paint that in. I honestly don't blame them, because like this is just some random thing that exists, and yeah. So hey, yeah, I personally, like, after like this review, I'm probably gonna barely transform ever back into the tank mode, because it's like, why? Man, I may transform him like once an occasion, but it's like this no. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the tank mode. I'm not gonna waste too much time on that, so let's get down to the real transformation that everyone's want to see. Let's get to the robot mode. So first, you just want to untap the legs and straighten them out, and then rotate them around the thigh, and then you want to do the same thing here, and then just want to close them inwards, and then next, just lower them down. Oop. And there we go, I got his legs on. Oh, and then you just want to flip out the toes. And there we go. Now we got one half done of Perceptor. Now, let's do the top half right here. And to do that, let's just, next just gotta lower down the arms. As you can see, there's like these notches right here, and then there's these slots on the arms, and that's how that tabs in. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay in that good, especially on this arm. I don't know why, but yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. So then next, I just want to untab all of this here. Just untap that from there, then lower that in. Just do the same thing there, and then just click that up like to right there. And then after that, you just want to flip up the head. Now click in, and then after that, you just want to rotate around the head so you can see his not so happy face. And then next, after that, you just want to tab this all in. Just click in. You see that tab. Now go into that little blue slot there. Just want to raise up, and boom, there we go. And after that, you just want to flip out his hands. It's a little bit tricky to do. Oh, actually, it ain't. You just gotta go up here, and come on, I'll click in. Click in. Come on, there we go. And then after that, you just want to clip that up, the chest panel. And once you got that, there you guys have Perceptor in his robot mode. And yeah, I gotta say, it looks pretty nice. Pretty good. And you can see why I now don't really want any past Perceptor, except for G1 Perceptor, because why not? But, yeah, outside of that, just, like, this is probably, like, one of the only Perceptors I'll get, unless they do some, like, little mini collectible one, some sort. I don't know. But, yes, anyways, take a look at the head sculpt right there. Pretty nice. That's actually a gorgeous head sculpt. It's probably my favorite head sculpts that Hasbro has done for probably like one of the best they've ever done. Because man, look how accurate it is. And it's funny because like in the CGI images, it just kind of looked a little weird, but man, they nailed it in the actual figure. So that's pretty nice. First got that chest detail in there. Some nice pink details on the chest. And unfortunately not really any paint there, but hey, still remains accurate. Overall, just look how clean this thing is. Like, man, yeah, great job. Unfortunately, because of the head thing, there is like a little gap in there. Would have been nice if, like, they kind of added like similar to what they did with Blaster, where he had like a panel. But at least the connection is pretty strong for the head, so it doesn't fall back pretty easily. because I think there was like a recent figure that Hasbro did where it's like is kept falling back or something, or I mean, it wasn't that loose, but like if you moved it, then it just fall back pretty easily. But he's got like a pretty strong tab there, just clicks and it stays in there. So I do quite like that. So yeah, but anyways, now for articulation, his head is on a ball joint, so he can look side to side. It's hard to get him on the other side because this. You can't really, you can only look up that far, and then you can look down about that far. Yeah, not really too much moving the head other than, you know, just side to side. Well, this thing here can only look down still. Yeah, it's just ignore that. Anyways, the arms can move out that far, and then can move a full 180 degrees because it is on the ball joint. It does have bicep swivel. The elbows do bend, and the hands do move in and out. And he does have waist swivel. His legs can kick up this far, and then back that far. Wow, really far. And then it can kick outward that far. And his this is probably one of my only actual complaints with the figure is like they don't really nice and tightly keep the thigh together, because like, so when you move around, his legs like flop around like a spaghetti noodle or something like that. Yeah, just no. That's like the one complaint I have is just that. But it like other than that, you know, other than that, it's just pretty nicely done. But it's just that, no, like it's not loose or anything, but when you move around, it'll still have that tendency to move. So yeah, it would have been nice if they had like a nice and tighter connection with that. So yeah, but anyways, knee bends, wow, really far, like, sheath. And then he does have ankle pivots, and his toes do move up and down due to his transformation. And he does have thigh swivel. Yeah, I don't know if I showed that off, but yeah. So yeah, he's got a very nice range of posability, so do quite dig that. So yeah, I mean, it helps that all he turns into is just some like odd laid out microscope thing. It's just weird, but it's weird enough for them to make a nice enough just robot mode overall. So yeah. Oh, for accessories, I completely forgot. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of pointless to show off in his alt modes. But yes, he does come with a gun. It's the gun he had in the movie, I think. I kind of forgot, but yeah, it's just the plain red gun, as you can see there. And of course, you can hold it in here, like so it can be nice and armed. For storage, you could put it on his, wait, let me see if that can fit there. I think you can put it, yeah, you can put it on his shoulders, both of them. Let's see what else. I guess you can use those little screw holes there, and you can just kind of insert in there. That's actually kind of fills in that gap kind of nicely. I mean, not great, but it kind of adds a little more red there. And then, yeah. And they do leave enough space, so that way the little ammo holder can get inside the holder. So maybe that wasn't a bad idea after all to have that in there. And then you can store it on the legs. Or no, you can't, because there's not enough space for that little ammo storage thing to stay. So it's just as simple as just keep it in his hand, because he needs to be armed. Even though he's a scientist, he still needs to be armed, because there's an ongoing war going on, or at least there was. But yeah, but yeah. So it's pretty much it for that. So, anyways. Now for the comparisons. Here is with Cup. Just because, you know, he's another A6 Lux, so why not? Here he is with Blur. And here he is with Blaster. So, yeah, there you guys have those comparisons. And as always, before we wrap things up on the Studio Series figure of any kind. Let's take a look at his back straps. As you can see, it is the exact same one that came with Blur. The only difference is on the upper left-hand corner, as you can see, it says 8611, which is the number for Perceptor, and then of course got A6 there. Pretty much it's essentially identical to Blur's, it just has the 11 up there. So, but yeah, anyways, as you can see here, it's just an image of Cybertron C being attacked. So, of course, even though I always throw these out, I've only kept a few. Just have a character just displayed here at students and pose or whatnot, or just having them stand there because hey, why not? So, anyways, guys, yeah, there you have that, and there you guys have my review for the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Perceptor. Yeah, I gotta say, he's actually, a pretty decent figure. Like, actually, overall, like, especially in the robot mode, the aesthetics looks just pretty much, like, really good. Like, no kibble whatsoever, unless you say, oh, this thing's kibble, but it's not. It's supposed to be there as a little microscope thing. But, like, yeah, like, overall, like, it's basically the definitive mainline blaster, or, not blaster, Perceptor. It's, like, it's, definitive mainline Perceptor, and, and of course, we will probably get, like, a Masterpiece one, but this, like, if they upscale this could literally be, and, like, add, like, maybe a couple, like, extra parts and paint apps and stuff like that, and hopefully fix the legs. This could literally be Masterpiece Perceptor, because it is that good. It literally looks like how Takara would design their modern day Masterpiece figures, because it literally looks like it jumps straight out of the cartoon. So, yeah, overall, really like the figure. Just wish, the legs, like, or at least the thighs could, like, stay in together, like, a little bit nicer, because, again, yeah, like, you just move around and just like, alright, I'm gonna move this around, but then that thing's, like, moving around. It's not loose or anything, although it could get loose over time, but yeah, we'll just see where things go. Overall, pretty solid figure, except for the thighs, ha 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 ha, no pun intended, but, yeah. Anyways, so there you guys have that. Anyways, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So, anyways, guys, as always, till all are one.